Hello there, YouTube. This is a video showing how I made a sanding disc for my little mini bench grinder. I took a piece of Plexi-glass, which is recycled out of my rotary tool kit. It comes in a red box with a clear lid, so recycled that. I used just a spool. The spool I had was the size close, about 2 inches. This spool of solder to draw it out. Cut it out with this. This is a little mini saw blade for your rotary tool. You can tell it's been burnt before on plastic. That's all I've ever found it good for, because on wood it just doesn't work. Maybe lightweight balsa wood or something, but. And how I cut plastic out, I'll cut it octagon shape. So I'll have it squared, then I'll cut your corners, then I'll go one more time, which gives you 16 mini sides, and then I set with this to get to my mark. I scribed my mark with a carbide scribe on the plastic. Then I took a rollerball ink pen because the ink will soak into the groove. You see a few remnants of the purple ink. Cut out drew my line on my Emery paper. Cut it out. Use my contact adhesive sealant. This is a combination contact adhesive and sealant. So it is a contact adhesive. I just put it on one side of the paper and put it on the plastic and smush it around, work it all around, and then set a weight on it. I'll set it down and put a weight on it for like 5 minutes. Had to modify this. This took a little bit of work this morning. I had to take a nut, make the hole bigger. I couldn't find anything else. Then I had to narrow the nut. Good thing I have a lot of bits of my rotary tool. Then this goes on, and it just sticks out about 1 millimeter into the paper, because this is a cup washer. It reminds me of the old trim washers in the old cars on the upholstery, on door panels. It's like a cup washer with your bevel-headed screw. You see it fall out of there. It's bevel-headed. Okay, you get the basic idea there, and then we'll show her. High-tech pencil sharpener. I can sharpen pencils on it. I just want to use the wood to demonstrate. That's how I make a point on something. If I want to make a rod, homemade sewing needle, or you have to twirl it. And watch my fingers. And you can twirl backwards too. You can change the direction. You can swirl one way. Make sure this wheel is turning this way, counterclockwise facing it. Do not put something up here like this. Don't do that. It'll catch it, slam it down, fling it in your face. Always go away. I think I've said that in another video. Always go away. Always have the grinder disc going away from your work. Do not be tempted to do that. You couldn't grind anything worth a crap anyway that direction. Demonstrate, because I had one glued to the stone. It just was not big enough to do what I wanted to do. The Plexi-glass would shatter if you got carried away. It's pretty wicked little. But that's how accurate it is. That's with 80 grit. So if it was like 120 grit, it would be better. And when you cut out another tip, when you cut out your little disc out of your Emery paper, write on it with ink pen what it is. And also write all over the piece of paper, because it only says, on the back piece of sandpaper, of Emery paper, it only says a few times what grit it is. So always write all over it what it is. I've got like 80 grit, it has 80 written in each corner, and because that way you don't get confused. And you can tell by the texture of it about what it is when you're used to it. But I think it's too long, but I just want to show that the possibilities of what you can do with this. It's getting pretty long. The stick, that is, and the video. Like the long little stick there. I don't know what you'd use it for, but just the idea to show. It won't go to waste, I'll use it for something. This is not a powerful motor. If I get carried away, this plastic could shatter. I don't know if I said that. Anyway, that's just Plexi-glass. It's, I don't know how many millimeters thick. It's not very thick. You could use a 1/4 inch piece or something, but I want this lightweight. It spins fairly decent. Also what I did was, this will work, I took, when this was running, I took a piece of Emery paper and got up here and lightly touched it, so I kind of balanced this wheel, you know, kind of like a lathe would trim the plastic off, and it did get a little smoother. Then I also did the edges so it ain't knife sharp. You wouldn't want to get your finger on there, it would cut you. Then I used like a 120 wood type sandpaper just to smooth it, but I did slow the speed way down. I had the speed way down there just to take the sharp edge off. I got the lugs here in my Variac. I don't know if somebody want to experiment with the pedal that comes off a sewing machine. You could probably put a lock or something on it to run what speed you wanted. It's not that powerful of a motor, which might be a good thing. That's double what I use to run it. That's like 100 volts in a Variac. So I wouldn't really want to do that. That could shatter. I just wanted to show. It runs pretty smooth. It doesn't have a whole lot of vibration. I got lucky when I built this contraption and it came out pretty balanced. But enough of that. I'm sure this has probably gotten boring by now. And thank you for